Okay, so coil pots. How do you do it? What happens? What happens with it? How do you like bring it all the way up? How do you make it? What happens when it's all like wonky, like that cake from Sleeping Beauty that leans to the side? It's all funky. With this playlist, I hope to show you and demonstrate how to make a coil pot, how to be able to do it in, maybe you have a nice studio and you have a great setup. Cool, and you can use all the tools. Hey, that's great. Maybe you don't though. Maybe you're working in a kitchen. Maybe you don't have any tools and you just have clay. What do you do then? I don't know. Can you be resourceful? Can you find pieces? That's what I'm going to try and do with this setup. I'm going to try and do a different video in a playlist so that you can access whichever video you need at the time. You can skip forward. You can use the what's the little settings thing, which might be down here, the thing that looks like a gear. You can speed me up so you don't have to listen to me prattle on and on and on. Whatever you got to do, you do it. So I'm going to do a little demo. First, the setup. If you're working on a coil pot, maybe you have a nice bench top to work with, and you've got all the supplies. You've got a banding wheel. You've got a lovely cut bat. You've got a paddle, you've got whatever this tool is, which is like a knob on a stick. You've got the needle tool, you've got a modeling tool. Maybe you have some scrapers or the metal rib of death, the jagged metal rib of death because it's serrated. They are called of death because they are so skinny that they can get into your skin and hurt. That is why the of death. And you got a clay and you got this whole setup and you can be like, all right, get it. And like you can work your way around. You can take the scraper and you can work on the surface and you can smooth it out and it looks great. You can take the paddle and you can kind of tap it all into place and refine the form. You can take this guy and you can go on the inside, smoothing and shaping. But what happens if you don't have any of that? I don't know, say there's like a pandemic or something. You're stuck at home and you're in a ceramics class and you don't have any of that material, but you're like, I got clay. Can I still do the assignment? Yeah, you can still do the assignment. Let's show you how to do that. So the premise of these videos is I'm going to show you how to create a coil pot. It's not going to look like this, but you're going to create a coil pot with clay, and I'm going to try and use a butter knife and a fork and a piece of wood. So these are the tools I'm going to use. I do have some water, but I'm thinking instead of all of this fancy equipment, we're going to simplify it to some clay, some water, a piece of wood, a fork, and a knife. Side note, don't eat clay. It's not good for you. So with these simple tools, I'm going to make a coil pot. This has been the introduction. Next video, we're going to start with the base. Are you ready? Let's go.